Hello friends! Welcome to a brand new sub-series within my K-pop 101 series. So what this series is going to be is I'm going to introduce new fans to K-pop groups, whichever ones either people want me to do the most or whichever ones I think of on my own. Now, I was going to include like background information, but you can Google all of that. I know it's probably convenient to have it all in one place, but I just don't feel like doing it that way. I'm gonna introduce the different members, kind of tell you a little bit about their personalities, give you a good idea of who they are, because that's the hardest part, I think, being a fan and trying to figure out all these different personalities. Hopefully it'll be interesting to watch. Now, I thought it was only fitting that the first group I introduced be EXO, because they're my #1 all-time favorite K-pop group. They're the ones who got me into K-pop, and they're gonna have a comeback really soon. So I figured there's gonna be some new fans coming in that are gonna want to know a little bit more about them. I am gonna give a little bit of insight into members that have left, if there are members that have left the group I'm talking about. I'm done rambling, now let's get started. So the first member that I'm going to talk about is the oldest, and his name is Xiumin. His real name is Kim Min-seo. Now, Xiumin's personality can be described as very passive, very laid back and chill and just kind of, go with the flow. He's not about drama and he's not very hyper most of the time. Maybe he gets some coffee in him and he's kind of wired, but he's not necessarily like crazy like some of the members are. Though he doesn't always act like the oldest, and he definitely doesn't look like the oldest. The identifying trait for Xiumin, if you're trying to find him in a picture, would be either his beautiful monolids or his little kitty cat eyeballs that are just so attractive to everybody. Or he's also very, very attractive. They're all very, very attractive, but I don't know. There's something about Xiumin, I'm just saying. It's not because he's my second favorite, okay? Xiumin is kind of a jack of all trades within EXO. He sings, he dances, he raps a little bit. He's not necessarily supposed to do any rapping, but EXO has had some members leave, and we'll get to that. Next is Suho. Suho, or Kim Jun-myun, is the leader of EXO, and fans like to call him Mama because he has a very caring and just tender and all-around beautiful personality. He's 100% what a leader in a K-pop group should be. He's always taking care of the members. He's always making sure everybody else is, good ahead of himself, which is awesome, That's exactly how it should be, I think. Ho is also a vocalist and kind of a dancer too, I guess. He's not really a rapper. His identifying trait, if you're trying to find him in a picture, is his beautiful smile. At least in my opinion, that would be his characteristic that I would notice first. Next we have Lei. And now Lei is the only Chinese member in EXO. Again, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Lei, whose real name is Zheng Yijing, is a superb dancer. He's like one of the main dancers in EXO, as in they feature him a lot. And he's also a singer, and I think he raps a tiny little bit. He is probably the sweetest human being in the world. Him and Suho, they make just the cutest little duo of caring and just lovely people. He is also a little bit out there. People tend to think that he is kind of ditzy because he's a little out of it sometimes. He's just kind of stuck in his head a lot, and he's actually said that himself too, that he gets lost in his thoughts and kind of forgets what's going on. Lei's defining characteristic, if you're looking for him in a picture, to me would be his sleepy eyes, which is another reason people think that he's out of it a lot of the time, because he looks like he's half asleep constantly, but that's just his face. That's just what he looks like. Next we have Baekhyun, who is actually one of the only members to go by his real name, but his real full name is Jun Baekhyun. Fans like to call him Bacon just because it's funny. See his name spelled out. It is not pronounced bacon that way, it's Baekhyun. Describing Baekhyun is a little bit difficult. He's kind of known as a mood maker because he's always really hyper and upbeat and happy and goofy and He likes to joke around and have a good time, and he likes to make sure that other people are having a good time and that people aren't sad, and it's just adorable. Baekhyun is a main singer in EXO. Again, as in they feature him a lot. He dances pretty well too. He's known to bust a move. Yeah. Baekhyun's defining characteristic, if you're looking for him in a picture, is kind of hard to explain. To me, it's kind of just this aura of puppy. If you see him, he kind of just looks like the embodiment of a human puppy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but if I include pictures of them in the video, you'll maybe see what I mean. When he's not being horribly sexy and like attractive, he's very cute and puppy-like. Next we have Chen. Chen uses a Chinese stage name, though he is Korean, because he was in the Chinese subgroup of EXO that covered the Chinese versions of their songs. Chen's real name is Kim Jong-dae. He is a main singer in EXO, and he is quite a little sass machine. He has been known to be a bad dancer, but I think he has actually improved quite a bit. Like, there's a lot of jokes about how he's not a very good dancer, but he has tried so hard to improve, and I'm very proud of him. He's another one of those members who are just very nice and kind and just generally a good person, but he also likes to have a good time. He likes to joke around. He has a serious side, as does basically everyone, but he knows how to, you know, have a good time. Chen's defining characteristic in a picture is either his Cheshire Cat smile or his amazing cheekbones, because, like, damn. Next is Chanyeol. Another one who goes by his real name. Chanyeol is the tallest member of EXO. He is a rapper, he is a singer, he tries to be a dancer, and he is my bias in EXO. Just a fun fact for you right there. Chanyeol is a bit of a complex person. Some people think he's a little bit rude. Some people think he's kind of annoying. Some people just plain don't like him, and it's an acquired taste. Once you get to kind of figure him out, he's actually a good person. He tries to make sure that people are happy, just like Baekhyun does. The members have said that he tries very hard to keep things positive. Another mood maker, if you will. Chanyeol's defining characteristic in a picture is either his ginormous ears. People call him Dumbo. People call him Yoda. There's just so many nicknames for Chanyeol. Or his very tooth-filled smile. He has the biggest smile I have ever seen in my life. And he's just beautiful. But also, it's really easy to spot him because he is the tallest. Like, he's an entire foot taller than me. Next we have Dio. Now, Dio, or Do Kyung-soo, also a main singer like Chen and Baekhyun. He is not necessarily known for dancing or rapping. He mostly is just known for singing, but he is good at dancing. Dio is another one of those who are laid back and just kind of hangs out, and he's very quiet. He's just reserved that kind of way. He is mistaken for being a little evil because he has this face that he does. He can't see very well. He has an astigmatism, so it makes it hard for him to see, and he kind of gives you this like death glare type thing. So he got a reputation for being, as the fans call him, Satan Sue. But it's not. It's just a misunderstanding. He doesn't mean no harm. Dio's defining characteristic, if you are trying to find him in a photo, is his very round, big eyes, or he's pretty much the shortest. So just look for the shorty with the dark hair, because he also never dyes his hair except for, you know, Growl era. Bringing the red back, oh my god. Next we have Kai, or Kim Jong-in. Kai is the most adorable person in the entire world. He's so innocent and like pure. Along with Lay, Kai is also a main dancer. They focus on him a lot, and he's just, goddamn, he's so good. And he's also a singer as well, and raps a little bit. Fans like to refer to him in two different ways. If they were talking about Jong-in, they mean this adorable little fluff ball who loves dogs, and he's just so precious and cute and adorable and just blah. If they're talking about Kai, it's this like sexual dancing monster like kill you with his eyes while he's on stage because he's out for blood while he's performing. Kai's defining characteristic, if you're trying to find him in a picture, to me, is one of three things. His beautiful tannish skin. He's darker than all of the other members and just like in the best way ever. It's just beautiful. His unique nose. His nose is a little bit wider in the bridge than the rest of the members, and he kind of looks like exotic because he's got that tan and then he's got that nose, and it's just like, oh my god, so pretty. Or his smile. I'm not even gonna go into detail about his smile because it's just so beautiful, and if you see it, you'll understand what I mean. Okay? Let's say we have the magnate, or the youngest, if you haven't watched my other K-pop 101 videos, Sehun. Sehun is his real name, and he is mainly a dancer, also a rapper, not really a singer, because you know what? They don't give him any lines. And when they do, god, they're iconic. They're just genuinely amazing. Memes like crazy, but you know, they're amazing. Sehun is one of those people that's like, he got that resting bitch face down, but once you get past that, he's just the youngest. He's just the baby. He is a little bit spoiled by the members, I would say, because he's the youngest, but he's a nice guy, and a lot of people think he's a brat, just because he likes to exaggerate a lot. It's hard to explain. Sehun's defining characteristic, if you're looking for him in a picture, are either his very seductive eyes, which I don't know if that makes sense to anybody but me, and I don't mean seductive as in like he's trying to seduce you. I mean seductive as in they're just naturally really sultry looking. But again, I might be the only one who thinks that. Or the fact that he is the fucking skinniest tall beanpole of a person. Even next to Chanyeol, he is just so tall and skinny. Jesus Christ. What? Really quickly, I'm going to go into a little bit of detail towards what I was saying about how there was a subunit that did Chinese versions of the songs. It's kind of being debated as to whether or not this is still a thing. When EXO debuted, they were a 12-member group, but they were split into two subunits. EXO K, which did the Korean versions of their songs, and EXO M, which did the Chinese version, or the Mandarin versions. It had 4 Chinese members to begin with. 3 of them have left, so that means there's only 1, and that was Lay, like I said earlier. Chen and Xiumin were also in EXO M. But, obviously, since only Lay, Chen, and Xiumin are left, people are kind of confused as to whether or not M is still a subunit or not. They're still releasing Chinese songs, but now they have the Korean members helping them out to fill like gaps and stuff. Onto the members that left, I'm gonna speed through this because it's totally not that important. They're not in the group anymore. They are doing their solo thing. That's great for them. They should be allowed to move on. So, first to leave was Chris, or Wei Fan. Chris left in 2014, early to mid 2014, for his own reasons. You can go look them up. I'm not gonna go into that. The second member to leave was Luhan. He left around August 2014 for health reasons and just some other things. The third member to leave was Tao, as he goes by now. Early 2015, he went on kind of a little bit of a break, and by I think, July 2015, he had officially left. So, from the beginning of 2014 to the middle of 2015, they lost 3 members. And it's unfortunate, but like I said, they all left for their own reasons. And I totally support them as solo artists, even though I don't listen to their music because it's not anything I'm interested in. Not really my style, as Chris said once. And then people turned it into a joke. They're allowed to do whatever they want because they are grown-ups. So yeah, that's it for EXO. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful. If I forgot anything or if you have any questions, feel free to comment and ask me. If you have any groups that you would like me to introduce you to, also feel free to leave those in a comment, and I will do my best to make that into a video for you in the Get to Know series. I'm thinking of doing BTS next because they're one of my favorite groups as well, and had a comeback, so it's probably new fans coming in that want to know about them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.